Hi guys, and welcome to the show. Today's video is secrets into portrait photography. Right, well, first of all, let me give you some background into this situation which I'm describing. Basically, I did a portrait shoot a couple of days ago, and it was an in-home portrait shoot. And in these situations, what usually happens is I go to the client's house and I set up a portable studio right there and then and take portraits there. I sometimes do this with families, sometimes it's individuals. And if you think about it, when you do a wedding, it's kind of like a portrait shoot in itself, isn't it? But it's just a lot of portraits in one day. So I would apply this information to weddings as well. So when I'll let you know my setup. Alright guys, so just getting ready for a photo shoot, and this is what I'm taking with me. Inside my bag I've got a battery pack, got a couple of, I've got a battery pack, then I've got a few batteries to back up. Don't need that. Obviously my camera, and on top you've got the Godox trigger. Let's take that off. Okay, there you go. You got the Godox trigger there. I'm taking that with me as well. That will trigger my Godox flash, which is here. Stick that in there. I've got a GorillaPod, just so that when I'm filming I have something. It's a useful tripod to have as a second tripod. I've obviously got my iPad to view images. I have my trusty light meter, which I always take with me. Spare battery, and this is a spare flash, and this is my 35mm lens. You can just see it there. And I'm taking my Rotolight. I will find some place for it. Obviously got my memory cards. It's got lots of memory cards in there. And that's it, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to pack this bag and I'm going to be off. Basically, I took my Canon 6D, I had my Godox lighting kit, which includes a trigger, a flash, also an Octo box. It's quite a large one as well. As well as that, I took my Rotolight, I took my light meter, also took a second camera, A6000, and a couple of lenses for my Canon as well, obviously. And also I took my collapsible white backdrop as well. Now, a lot of times when you do these photo shoots, you know that anything can happen. That's why it's so important when you're doing photo shoots to always have a plan A, B, and if possible C. That is the main point of the video that I'm making, is that it's always good to have a backup. When you're doing portraits, there's so many different areas that affect the way the session goes. It's always good to have a plan B. One of them is posing. When you're posing your subject, it's always good to have a couple of backup poses that you have. So it's good to know many different poses, because sometimes the subject might not get one pose, or they might not know any poses. They might not be good at posing. One pose might not suit them, and you might need to do another one, and then that might not suit them, so you need to do another one. And it's just good to give clients options. Maybe the client doesn't like that pose and they like the other pose, so at least they've got a lot of options when they're looking at their photos of different poses to see which one they like best. Another area is lighting. Lighting, you know, is very subjective to where you are. I mean, you're going to someone's house, you don't really know what the lighting's like. In this particular instance, the lights coming from the ceiling were actually interfering, because when I was trying to shoot with my flash to bounce it off the ceiling, what was happening was it was creating this silhouette on the white backdrop, so it wasn't good. So we had to move to a different location. Again, that was something that I had to change, and luckily I had the extra gear to make that happen in a different location. So excuse me. Yeah, that's another area where it's very important to have a backup. I had my Roto light with me as well. I also took a couple of shots with the Roto light. We tried that out. Didn't quite work in that situation, so I reverted to the flash. I actually started off with the Octobox as well, and ended up sort of switching back to the standard flash on the camera and just bouncing it off the ceiling, and that seemed to work best in that situation because there wasn't much space, so it just worked best. And I had 3 different options, so it just makes it great, because I knew that if one failed, I wasn't stuck like, what do I do? It was like I had another plan. And also with posing, we did a variety of posing. Some of it worked and some of it didn't, but she had so many options that she had some poses she liked and then some poses she didn't. So again, that's a good area. Another area is obviously cameras. Sometimes cameras can fail. Sometimes your camera isn't doing what it's supposed to do. When I got there, one of my flashes did that actually. One of my flashes wasn't working. I had another flash. I had my Yongnuo flash as well. So it's just very important to always have that backup and to know that, you know, in these situations things can go wrong. But yeah, that's my main power tip. I hope you find that helpful. It's very important. It's really the difference between an amateur and a pro is basically having different options, different plans, and it just makes you more valuable and more of an asset. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you do, and keep taking pictures, keep practicing. Don't forget to subscribe, and obviously to like the video if you did like it, and also comment below if you think there's something else you want to know, or there's another angle you want to come at it from, or you know, there's something you want to correct that I said. I'm quite happy for that as well. So whatever feedback you want to give, make sure you do, because I do it for you. So please, you know, let me know what works for you and what doesn't. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it again, and love you, and see you soon.